What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Geeks of the Round. My name is Deanna Jackson. I'm your executive producer. We are, of course, here to talk about episode 507 of The Walking Dead, Cross. This is the penultimate episode for this year, and dear God, did it not feel like it to me. Joining me, as always, our producer and lead host, Matt Moore. What's going on, man?
What? Oh, sorry, I was just watching the episode.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Community manager Knuckles Goldberg, how's it going, man?
It's going good. Hope next week is better.
I do. I'm right there with you. Charles, how about you? What did you think of this one?
I didn't hate it. I mean, I admit it was slow in a lot of parts in this episode. It wasn't as bad as last week's episode with the whole van over the bridge landing right side up problem, which I had a problem with. But I don't know, there was some moments in this episode where I was on the edge of my seat, like the scene between Daryl and the cop and the melted walkers on the pavement.
Right on. Leroy, how about you? What'd you think of this one?
I actually enjoyed the episode. I found it intriguing, and it was more of a strategy episode.
Yeah. I suppose it was more of like a strategy kind of episode, but it's like, I mean, just for a penultimate episode, it's just not good enough for me. It's just not. It's like, I mean, just look at all the other shows that we do, and just look at how things build up and build up and build up. By the penultimate episode, I feel like things should be at a fever pitch, and it's like, okay, now it's like I have to see the finale, I have to see how this ends and whatnot. This is like I'm kind of watching it, and I'm like, yeah, that happened. That sucks. Okay. I guess I'll watch next week.
Like I said, I had only two major issues with this show this week, but other than that, I found it entertaining.
But now you got my curiosity. It's like, what issues did you find with it?
I'm sorry, but really, Sasha couldn't tell that was a trick to get it for Homeboy to run, and Gabriel leaving the church knowing that he can't do much for himself outside.
See, it's like it's like, and that Gabriel thing to me is like, that kind of cracks me up, because that to me is what I call false drama, because he's out there on his own. What's going to happen to him? Here's the thing, I don't care.
He has the opportunity to kill the walker, and he hesitates because he sees a gold cross. Really, she ain't gonna hesitate to eat you, dude.
Yeah, it's like you sitting there wearing full robes and everything, and your brains would be tasting pretty good regardless, my friend. Yeah, it officially doesn't matter.
And then Sasha, I'll help you with that problem. Really, it spells that he's going to set you up. And then he decides to run. Where the hell is he going to get with his hands handcuffed to the back of his back?
I don't know. It's like wherever he's going to go there fast, I guess.
And as soon as the camera like kind of showed her looking through the scope, and then he went out of view, we know what was coming next.
Really, it's like,
the thing is that from the second where they had the three cops tied up, and he was the one that spoke over the woman saying like, hey, I don't want to die, I want to actually get through this alive, I kept my eye on him throughout the rest of the episode, because I was like, you know what? There's just something about you that just doesn't fit right. I don't trust you. And then we find out his name is Officer Bob.
And where's Isaiah when you need him to talk about Bob?
Exactly.
I was going to say I didn't trust him because he was a bad guy on another TV show recently. And I can't for the life of me remember what he was the bad guy on the TV show for.
Wire?
He was like, what's that?
The Wire?
No, more recently than that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, more recent since 2005, Charles.
Well, a lot of actors from The Wire came to Walking Dead, so I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah.
I don't know.
Does anyone know what the actor's name is? Because I can look that shit up.
No, I don't know.
Handcuffed idiot running down the street.
Yeah, I'll look it up. What's his name on the show?
But it's like, I mean, if this is going to eat at you that much, the last show that he was on was The Last Ship.
No, it wasn't that.
He was on The Last Ship?
Yeah,
he was
I only
also
saw one
on a few
episode
episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at one point.
Oh, that might be it, actually.
He was in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. He was
that might be it. That might be it.
How did y'all not recognize him?
Wait, that was Jasper Sitwell?
Yes.
That was?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did not recognize him.
Y'all seriously didn't?
No.
He did
Oh,
not catch
wow.
my eye.
That's
But
why I
now
didn't say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at first, because I kind of thought that y'all would know that was... Oh, well.
Nope. Blue,
But
it
now
went over me.
that I
It's like
think back
y'all
on
are
it, I
pointing
can
at all of
recognize
these
the
more
voice.
obscure reasons why y'all didn't trust him. It's like, I didn't trust him simply because he's a hostage. A hostage's kind of main goal is to not stop being a hostage. So if you are the hostage taker, trusting the hostage is kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah, but then I gotta call foul and like call Sasha an idiot because the second that he said that his name was Bob, Sasha like turned her head and looked up and go like, "What? Huh?" Yeah.
Oh, Bob was reincarnated.
Yeah, it was one of those stupid situations where it's like, well, I mean, he shares the same name as my dead boyfriend. He might be trustworthy. I'm like, no, not even close.
And it's the Americans. I actually recognize him more from the Americans than I do from Captain America, believe it or not. I just found it.
I don't know. Look, I like Sasha as much as the next person, but when she got her face bashed into that window, I'm like, yeah, you kind of deserve that. Yeah.
Hey, that was some strong ass glass though, because she should have went through that.
Yes, it was some pretty damn strong glass.
Yeah, apparently so. And it's like, and something you said earlier, Charles, I wanted to bring up. It's like you felt like, one of the moments that had you on the edge of your seat was the whole fight between, him and Daryl. Exactly why were you on the edge of your seat? Was there any aspect in your mind that thought, oh no, something's gonna happen to Daryl? Oh, fuck off. No, it's not. No, it's Daryl.
I didn't think anything was going to happen to Daryl. I looked at it, what was Daryl going to use to get out of this, and sure enough, plucking the eyes out and smacking him with a head.
He turned a freaking skull into a blunt weapon.
Yeah, normally in a fight, I would say, you got to use your head. But hey, if someone else's head is right there, I guess that works too. I got to say that is a new one for me though. Ripping off a Walker's head to use it as a weapon. Okay, all right.
I actually hold issue with that because if a head is soft enough to be ripped out of the body, it should be way too soft to use as a weapon.
Yeah.
Well, even if it's too soft to directly use as a weapon, it's like somebody's hitting you with a masticated corpse of a walker. That's gonna make you get off.
Yeah.
Really, it doesn't even make me get up. Oh, you mean get off of the person? Get off the person.
Okay. Now that's enough out of you. It is. Seriously, in this episode, it's like, we finally kind of had one where it's kind of everyone, well, not back together, but we're checking in on everyone. This scene. But I don't know. It's like I just wanted more from it.
Hey, what was up with Gabriel scrubbing the floor with his nails? I mean, really?
I didn't get that whatsoever.
Yeah, and neither did I. I have no idea what he's doing. And again, it's like, I don't care. I don't care about this character.
Me either. I never cared.
He could have died in this episode, and I'd still be calling it a boring, useless episode.
Hey, but at least you have to give it up to Carl for being a teacher, a mentor, trying to explain to him how to survive.
Hey, folks.
Okay then. But yeah, it's like I see what you're saying. It's like, yeah, I do give it up to him to be able to try teaching and all that, but it's like it's almost like not even worth it to me.
Yeah, after watching what he pulled in this week's episode, I'm like, yeah, you could just go ahead and die because you've become really useless. You're like a real dead brick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God ain't gonna save you in this world. Grow some cojones.
I know.
Yeah.
Tyrese.
God is gonna help those that help themselves. So I was like, you better grab you a machete and get the swing.
Yeah.
You should go hang out with what's his face, the pavement guy. They'd be great together, Eugene.
That would be hilarious if they did that for the spinoff. Father Gabriel and Eugene. The entire spinoff would be like fucking 2 episodes.
Yeah, that'd be terrible too, because they're boring characters.
Yeah,
The
one would die in
useless
the
brigade.
pilot, and the other one would die in the second
Bingo.
episode.
I can see
I
it
got a
being
cure.
like a spin-off of Three's Company or something,
No, the Three Stooges.
or like the odd Couple, where the two of them get in zany adventures with these zombies.
No, it's the Three Stooges.
Well, Isaiah, if they were going to do a Walking Dead spinoff, that would be more like 3 people. All right, so we would have Eugene, we would have Gabriel, but who would be the third person?
That's so simple, man. That's so simple. Okay, we got to drop it down for all y'all. It's going to be the deers. The deers are going to be the third person.
Okay, I regret I asked. Okay.
I don't know why you asked in the first place.
Hey, you could add Noah to that mix because I don't like him.
Oh, yeah,
Noah, I actually like.
yeah, I like Noah. He's reasonable.
He's
Noah's
right
at
the
least
wrong way.
useful.
Yeah, he's useful.
Yeah, limping around the streets.
Also, he's not. Who's that? He's not that black guy. He's not Sitwell.
I was gonna say everybody hates Noah.
No, everyone hates Sitwell. There you go.
Oh, and guess what that officer's real name is, Isaiah, even though I think you should know what it is. It's Officer Bob.
See what I mean? I told you can't trust those Bobs. I told you, Bob Stuckey. I told y'all.
My name could be Bob. Does that mean that you wouldn't trust me?
Fuck
We
yeah.
don't trust you now.
Exactly. You see what I mean?
Fuck you.
I told you guys. I told you Bob was going to be a bad character. Who was right? Me.
In that case, I'm officially re-nicknaming you to be Bob Mullins.
Exactly. I should figure it out, son. I'm the one who can figure it out and save y'all.
No, we usually say we couldn't trust you, though.
Exactly. You see what I mean? It's a win-win for all of us. You can't trust me. I can't trust this cookie.
It's not a win-win for you.
Oh, yes, it is. If you think like me, you're going to win.
Yeah, running down the street with your hands tied behind your back.
Exactly. You see what I mean? You can't trust him. You can't trust him at all, son.
I'm so glad you invited him into the hangout, Deanna.
I'm pretty sure you did that.
Yeah, you pretty much did.
I wasn't touching the mouse at the time.
I invited Todd.
Who's Todd?
Okay, and another thing, so let's see what else happened this week that was interesting.
Nothing really.
Fish.
Yeah, that's the episode. Do we have anyone else make a
Oh, wait
list?
a minute.
I was like,
Daryl and
my man, Duke Nukem. I mean Abraham.
Smack the water bottle out of someone's hand.
Yeah. Dude, like Abraham stood up and he sat down. That was his contribution to the episode.
Well, he also looked at a water bottle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did
Well,
look at the water bottle.
he started coming out of his funk and started, trying to live again.
Right, but again,
I guess.
I don't blame him. I don't blame Abraham the most. I blame Eugene. I still do. He should have been dead.
Yeah, Eugene, who spent the entire episode still unconscious.
Exactly. Shit.
Kind of like I wish Bob Mullins was right now.
You see what I mean? See, you can't trust those people. You see what I mean? Even Deanna believes in me. See? I told y'all.
Okay.
Let's see. We learned a little bit about how Rosita and Abraham met.
Okay.
Yeah. And then some shit happened at the hospital with Beth.
Eh,
Eh.
I mean,
Some old guy pretending to be
I-
talking for no apparent reason.
I have a question though. I have a really good question.
That was the fakest thing I ever saw.
I know.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, you cops do realize that he's faking, right? I mean, has the zombie apocalypse stifled your intelligence?
right, but
What did he do with the strawberries?
Right. I got two questions really quickly. Number one is, did anyone find that plot between Glenn, what's her face, and what's her face kind of very, very boring and who cared?
What's her face and what's her face?
Yeah, with Glenn.
Glenn, Rosita, and the other chick.
Yeah, I didn't.
Tara.
Really care. Yeah, I didn't really care whatsoever. Like, I don't care for you characters. You're boring. Even Glenn, for God's sakes. And the second one is, this is my last one. This one plot came out of
Well, you
nowhere.
gotta ask a question and then not wait for the answer, motherfucker.
Okay, fine. Bring up the question. Bring up the answer then. Bring up the
They
answer.
had purpose. They went fishing together.
Oh wow, we're going
And
to be fishing.
it was educational because now we know how to filter water.
Oh my God, let's talk about the tires now. Let's talk about the tires. Let's talk about the tires over there. Oh, look at that. That tire has been here beforehand. Wow. Yay.
We gotta eat.
Exactly, but look at those tire tracks. They should really something interesting. And who drove it? Was it deers? I told you, deers are taking over. But anyways, back to my other question.
Oh, God damn it.
I know. Back to the
Not
other
the
question,
deer.
folks. Now we got this whole cop rebellion bullshit going on that came out of nowhere. Like, okay, so you guys are rising against her. No, in fact, she kept you guys alive. Okay, that's really stupid plotting.
This is giving me a good idea. This is giving me a great idea. If there ever ends up being like a Wonder Woman TV show,
Ooh.
I think Isaiah and Andy should host it alone by themselves. Just the two of them.
That'd be interesting. I ain't gonna lie, that sounds very, very interesting.
I'm wondering how long Isaiah would last before
No.
like Andy comes to the United States and kills him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it'd have to be alone and in person. It's like I'm pretty sure Andy would strangle him in the first 30 seconds of the show.
Himself because I'm just so awesome that you can't do it. You just can't do it, son.
Just put some boxing gloves on the two motherfuckers and throw them in a ring.
Hey, I'll still win. You know why?
I'm pretty sure Isaiah Logic doesn't deflect punches.
Oh, you just brought it up. Thank you. You just said it for me. Thank you.
God damn it.
You see, that's how it works. Isaiah Logic control your mind, son. I'm awesome. Magic.
So anyway,
We would talk more about the episode. We would deflect back to the episode, but there's nothing to deflect to.
yeah, there's really nothing to talk about. It's like I am really sorry for all of our viewers out there. In this episode, just not very much happened. The only thing else that was interesting to me is that Officer Dawn did something good, which, by the way, proves my point I made. I don't know if it was the last week or the week before that, about her being basically a good person in a very, very bad situation that's having to do certain things.
But Agent Sitwell.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was
Officer
done.
Bob.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done now?
Name
Okay.
is Officer Bob.
Who cares? Agent Sitwell, Hell Hydra. Anyways, he told that story, which was cool, but also he attacked What's-Her-Face. So it's like saying, do we believe you now that she will do the right thing? So Dawn could be like, she could be a wild card in that whole situation, like, you know?
I don't see her as a wild card at all. It's like, I mean, I've said it before and I've said it again. It's like, yes, she allows her officers to do very bad shit to people. And I know Isaiah's like, I mean, you're like, I was like, oh, she's a bad guy. I'd kill her. When you
That's
wouldn't
true.
do shit because
Charles
you're
did
a
it most. He was
You know what
more
she
than that.
is?
Well,
She is a soft woman trying to play hard in an uncomfortable situation where she doesn't know how to control anything.
Right.
yeah. And that's why right now she's doing what she's got to do. But it's like I feel that once Rick and the gang are there, if this is a better situation for her, then she's gonna go that route. Because she's just like, it's not like she likes the things that she lets these other officers do. It's like she doesn't enjoy it. She gets no kicks out of it. She does it because she feels that she has to. If she feels that she doesn't have to.
Rape. I think she gung-ho endorses rape. I think she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
go rape.
It kind of does.
Oh God.
I still fully disagree with all of you guys, I'd like to say, and I think she's a straight-out villain, and I think she does get kicks off of it. I think she gets a power trip.
Well,
Yeah, I kind of
Really? Even after this episode, that's what y'all think?
yeah, I still think that too. I'm sorry.
In this episode, however, when she said, like, I was wrong about you, I used to think you were weak, but now I think you're strong. I mean, I still think that there's something off about her, but at this point, I don't know what it is.
It's a
I'm just
trap,
gonna
man.
wait and see.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah, it's some sort of trap. She's got a game she's playing.
Yeah, exactly. See, even Ty agrees with me, man. It's a trap, son.
She's playing Isaiah Logic.
Exactly. You see, even Lil Rod thinks with me now.
Rod, why? Why?
Bound to happen once.
It already happened twice.
Retard?
Rod, we've been very nice to you these past couple weeks because you're brand new. We haven't really been making fun of you. You are on the slope down to our level. I'm just pointing that out before it happens.
Hey, thanks to you already know what happened. Thanks to you already know.
And are we in speculation territory now?
Well, thanks to Isaiah. Like,
Already?
All right.
There's nothing in this episode to discuss.
there is
I've been making sure
I
that as I
want to
go.
talk about water purification now.
I have speculation, and I'm going to go first because I usually forget it before the first person takes
That's what
over.
she said.
All right. My speculation is, and this is pretty out there, it is basically like a 99.0999% chance that it will not happen.
He had to
Is
throw the
that-
zero in
It's
there.
going to happen.
Yeah, is that Dawn, has Dawn's last name ever been announced?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right, I think that they're going to do a twist where it's going to be Officer Dawn Negan.
No.
Who the fuck is Negan?
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Exactly.
I will also say no to that.
I would say hell no. That sounds so.
Yeah.
Again, it's not
That'd be cool.
Again, who the fuck is Negan?
You don't want to know yet.
You
don't wanna
yeah,
know.
you
You don't
don't
wanna
want to know.
Okay.
If you don't know who Negan is,
I can't
like,
tell
I'm,
you.
sure, I'm sure some people out there watching know exactly who Negan is.
It's just a comic thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be
He's a real
cool,
human.
Charles. I think that would be cool. I just don't think there's any chance of it.
No
Oh,
chance
that's
of-
why I said it's going to be a 99.0999%
No, it's
chance of
100%.
happening.
Why the
That's not gonna
point
lie.
zero?
Well, it wasn't zero. Let's say 100%, dude. You know what's not gonna happen?
I want to give it a little bit of a chance, just a little
Oh, like
bit.
Isaiah logic? Like Isaiah logic?
Well, Isaiah Logic has nothing to do with that.
Oh, yes, it does. He thought this was gonna be like that name.
You know what? I'm not going to feed
Isaiah
it.
logic,
I'm
right
not
there.
gonna
You're
feed
playing my.
I have a wild speculation for next week, and that is someone's gonna die.
Ooh.
Well, that's not speculation. That's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
No shit.
I'm going to. I had and my speculation is 99.09999% possibly true. I just had to counteract Charles.
Are you speaking on any of the rumors, or are you just making it funny?
I'm just busting Charles's balls.
He got balls?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Isaiah. That's kind of what I'm starting to figure out now.
He's a man now, folks.
My speculation.
Now you're a man.
My speculation is very, very simple. I think that the next week's episode is going to disappoint me.
I know, yeah. I can agree with that too.
Wow.
Wait, so your wild speculation is that next episode is going to be exactly like this episode?
No, not exactly. It's just going to fail me in some way because that's how these things are kind of working out so far this season. It's like there's been a few good episodes so far this season.
A lot of balls.
We're 7 episodes deep, and I'm just kind of meh for almost all of it.
I know-
Yeah, but that's been pretty common since the second season, of which the entire season was just like, okay, kill me now. Ever since then, it's been a very strong open, a very strong close, and then in between, it's just like,
filler.
all right, nothing's going on right now.
Right, and that's why I never liked the Cure plot or the Hunters plot because it was so short and, in my own book, boring. So now we got so much empty space here to fill in. It's like, oh my god. So you
Yeah.
Compare this first 8 episode run to last season's first 8 episode run. This year's been way better.
True.
I don't
You
know.
only had one good point on last season's first episode 8 runs that were good, and that was the whole Governor arc.
Yep, I mean, the Governor was still good though.
At least here we had the Hunters and a few other little things that kept you interested.
But I see what you're saying, Lou Rock. It makes perfect sense. But the Cure plot, I mean, it talked so much about it. It was just a waste of time and storytelling. And the Hunters were just hipsters who didn't do nothing scary, who didn't do nothing impactful like in the comic book. But again, the comic book didn't do nothing that big either. So I mean, I know what you're saying. I agree with you what you're saying. But to me, as a viewer, as a self, it doesn't mean jack crap to me because it's been meh, like the Islands. It's been meh.
We
Isaiah,
really haven't gotten a
Isaiah-
clear-cut enemy for this season.
I was going to say, Isaiah, don't you dare compare real human beings to hipsters.
That's true. That's what I say about the Hunters. They're not real. They're hipsters. There you go.
But the Hunters are. You said that it was short, and they're like a non-point almost. But that's what they're supposed to be because it's not necessarily a battle against people that we're entering. It's a lot of battles with morals. That's why they're in the church. That's why there's all this religious stuff. Because now, they fought the zombies, they fought the governor, and now they're gonna fight themselves for a while.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's like, I
Find
mean,
themselves.
that I get, but and for the comic, that works.
Yeah,
For the TV show, it doesn't.
it doesn't. It's very boring.
Because even if that's what they're trying to do, that's not coming across
Not by a lot of
to
people.
someone that's not familiar with the graphic novels.
Yeah, and graphic novels are very dark, literally dark. This is just lightweight. This is like lightweight dark.
I have an actual wild speculation, and I don't think it's all that wild.
Okay.
Officer Bob is not going back to do bad stuff to our heroes. I think Officer Bob is going back to basically rally people and kill Don. Officer Don.
Oh, really?
I think that he might have liked that second idea of sending them back, or the idea that they had brought up
Right.
of going back and just killing all the bad cops
Right.
and then saving everyone else. He
Yeah.
might be doing it to protect the good people that are in that hospital.
Yeah,
It's
probably
kind
so.
of hard with his hands tied behind his back.
Yeah. And also, Ella was really sad, too, how she got tricked into that. Like, yeah, because his name is Bob, you got tricked into pretty much, oh, yes, my dead friend's over there. Oh, yes, you're pretty much not looking at me, and bam! See ya.
Well, that's the thing. One thing I got to bring up is that when he was talking to Sasha about that, and I'm like, okay,
What's her name? Oh.
how were you even able to tell that was your friend? Because their skin was melted. There was no physical feature to be able to allow you to tell that, like, hey, that's my friend. There's no way you could tell because the burns were so severe you couldn't recognize them.
You
But
do
what
know
they did?
that
They
particular.
recycled that.
You do know that all of that was a shout back to something that happened in the second season, right?
Really?
Was it?
Yeah, those melted bodies.
Yeah.
That's in reference to the city of Atlanta being napalmed in the second season.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the flashback. Yeah, I
Wait,
remember.
I
that.
thought that was Terminus that they were at, and that was the aftermath of Carol.
Oh, no.
No. That they were in Atlanta, and in
Are
Lori
you
and
sure about
Sadie-
that? Because I saw the water tower and all of it.
Oh, that's true.
I'm
because-
sure about that. Now, I think they
supposed to be
might have
Atlanta.
filmed it at the same place that they filmed Terminus,
Yeah.
but it was supposed to be Atlanta. I know that specifically because I watched The Talking Dead after.
Oh.
Wow,
And
then
then
that's bad.
secondly, that plot was recycled again from season one where
Yeah.
the guy couldn't shoot his wife, so they just used it and flipped it.
Right.
Yeah, and that goes back towards my theory that these folks are in the same like 5-10 mile area that they've always been in since like the first season.
Well, I have a good speculation, though. Well,
I think the only group that's probably the furthest would be Abraham and Face Matt Eugene.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're at least a day away.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say a day away, but they're
No, they are.
further than five.
I counted it on the episode before. There was a sleep. Everybody slept, and then so they're around about. They're at least a night away, an overnight.
Didn't they come from Dallas?
But I have a good one.
No, Eugene and the group.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, they came from Dallas.
Someone mentioned Dallas last
Oh
night.
yeah, it was what's her
Yeah,
face?
they're from Dallas. Eugene,
Oh, where they're from.
Rosita, and what's his face? Duke Nukem.
Exactly, Duke Nukem.
Abraham. I love the fact that we're calling him Duke Nukem now.
What's the
I've
name?
never put that
It looks
together.
like
That's
Duke
so
Nukem.
true.
You never heard of Duke Nukem? Come on, man. It's Duke Nukem. But I have a good speculation, folks.
All right, go ahead with your. Go ahead.
I have a good one. Okay, here we go, folks. Okay, number one. I see a spinoff with the cops. If they don't kill what's her name, they pretty much might make a spinoff of her. Because like Deanna said, she's like a morally gray character. However, if they keep her around, she doesn't have to be the group. She can always make a spinoff with her. Just saying.
No,
Number-
No.
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 Hey, at least that was a good idea. Okay,
No.
here's the-
Terrible idea.
That right there has a 100% chance of not happening.
Oh, so mine gets 100%, but you get 99.0%? Fuck you.
Well, you get 100% because they said they're not using none of the events from Atlanta in their spinoff.
and you believe in
They're
them.
somewhere else.
And you believe in them. They're crazy enough. They're crazy. They're more
Oh
crazy
yeah.
than me.
Well, why don't we believe the people that are writing the show?
Exactly. You see what I mean?
I mean, what do they know? It's like They're only writing.
Well, there you go, folks. That right there, Isaiah logic at its
Okay, here's a
finest.
good one too. Here's a good one. Okay, Agent Sitwell is going back to Hydra. Boom. It's been confirmed. Hydra.
First off, this is not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh,
Hydra's
God.
everywhere, son. Hydra's everywhere.
Stop.
Sitwell, looking for Hydra. Hydra, son.
Oh, God. No, just.
You didn't see his best? You didn't see it? Hydra.
See, now Keanu's got the right approach. If you guys would stop laughing at him, he'd stop doing it.
See, now I speculate we're going to get massive deaths next week, but there'll be one from the group that's going to be major.
Wait. Is it over? Is Isaiah done talking? I took my headphones off specifically so I wouldn't have to listen to him.
I left.
Anyways.
I know we should wrap up before he starts again.
Yeah, I put my headphones down and I walked away.
You know, I got one off of Matt, though. That way we can pretend Isaiah never happened.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
When Matt said that that Bob was going to go back and take over Dawn, I'm thinking maybe Noah is involved somehow, because he did say Bob was a good guy, and I don't know. I've got some suspicions about Noah.
I don't trust Noah.
I don't trust
They
him.
might want that land. You know, that's a good place. They both, been wanting to get rid of Dawn for a while, so they're going to use these outsiders to their benefit.
Remember, those new black people? You can't trust them. You know it's true. You know I'm right. See?
Anyone else?
We should start a new episode starring Noah that everybody hates Isaiah.
Exactly. You see? It'll make a big wallet right there, son.
God damn it, Matt.
Like I said, someone's dying next week from Rick's crew. The question is who, and there's going to be a lot more death out of those cops.
Well,
They're going to unleash some bullets.
in that regard,
betting-
I'll say one more thing before I just draw this to a close.
Yeah.
With Lou Rod's speculation about next week being a lot of deaths and everything, I think that on Rick's group, minimal deaths. I don't think that. I think somebody might get injured, but I don't know if anybody's going to die. I think all the deaths are going to be on Dawn's side, and Dawn's not going to die. But I think a lot of the quote-unquote wards will probably end up getting killed. Maybe the old guy that was faking the cough, he might die.
I don't think Beth's going to make it. I think Beth's
He was
done.
pathetic.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be
as much as I would want Beth to come back, and the way that I'm seeing where it's going, I can definitely see them killing off Beth because she's been gone since the middle of last season,
That'd be pointless, though.
and so killing her off wouldn't really be that big of a loss.
I don't see
no.
them killing Beth, Charles.
I don't
It
see
ain't
him
going to be
killing
Beth.
Well,
I won't say who,
what
but
if
it's going to be
Carol
someone
died?
important.
What if
I
Carol
was
died?
gonna say this show has such a problem killing off kids. I mean,
Right.
they really do. That was my sarcasm voice.
I know.
Yeah, because we all know what happened to Sophia.
The other kid. And the other kid.
Every kid
And the
except
other kids
Carl.
Carol was watching.
Okay, so the kids'
Yeah.
ratio of deaths is a little bit higher than the black people, but however, the black people's death is still higher.
What?
Huh?
Death of children
He's going according to that old classic horror movie logic where the black guy is always one of the first to die.
which is
That's
true.
just it. Is,
But that's not
Don't get
true.
credence, Charles.
I think that's the only reason that they would bring Noah into the main group is so they could kill another black guy while still leaving Tyrese alone.
See, there you go. T-Dog. I'm the T-Dog. Exactly.
I don't
That's the
see
game.
why they need to kill all these black guys. I mean, hell, I love T-Dog. I didn't have a problem with Bob Stuckey. Bob Stuckey was awesome.
Bullshit.
Shut up, Isaiah.
He was a dumb drunk.
Exactly.
He was a dumb drunk at first, but he actually got better, just like Carl. Do we all remember Carl when he was first around? He was a whiny bitch.
Okay, the inmates remember the inmates?
Badass.
That's that age group, Charles. If you
Also,
have a kid, you know this.
Okay, does anyone remember the inmates from the prison? Exactly. They were all black, and one was Hispanic. They're all dead. Exactly.
No.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Okay.
I'm gonna take
They
a.
weren't
I'm gonna
all
get into
black, Isaiah,
Photoshop.
you
Yes, they
moron.
was. It was Axel, another big black guy, and then a short black guy.
Axel wasn't black.
Yes, he was.
Axel
No,
was
he
totally
wasn't.
white.
Yes, he was. They
hillbilly.
changed his character. His character in the comic book is white. In the movie,
We're not talking about the comics, you idiot.
I'm talking
show he's
about
white,
the
too.
show, man. Listen to me, man.
Axel in the show was white.
No, he was black.
He was white.
He was black.
Are you
I'm
referring to
done.
when they first overtook the prison?
Yeah,
Rap
exactly.
season.
That
But they
one.
were all white.
No, that one bald dude.
No,
that
no,
one
they
They
bald
were
dude.
white people.
Oh, the one
black
bald
guys.
dude.
There was 2 black guys.
No, three.
There was
black
2
guys.
black guys, 1 white guy, and 1
No,
Hispanic.
3 black.
That was it.
One big black one.
Listen,
One was.
I'm
married.
gonna solve
damn
this for you guys.
I'm already looking at a picture. Not only was Axel white, but he was extremely white. Had
Yeah.
extremely blonde hair. Had extremely large.
Hey,
But he was, but
Looked like Joe Dirt.
but he was black from the waist
He
down.
had a handlebar mustache.
exactly. You see?
He had a handlebar fucking mustache.
dude.
He's not black
This
in the
was
show.
Axel.
Yes, thank you.
See, he could be black too. He could be black.
This is
he
Axel,
could be
right
black,
here.
folks. With that mustache,
Axel.
he could be black. He had the black T-shirt. He could be black.
Was the-
You know, Isaiah, you can be white because the paint job on your walls is white. So you must be white.
See what I mean? He could be all be black. Yes, folks. All logic in here, man. All logic. Sprinkles, man. Sprinkles.
Indiana, do you think it's
Was
about time
this
to draw this to a
episode
close?
was this
I almost
episode
never
so
do
bad?
this, but I'm doing it now.
Was this episode so bad that we have left the entire discussion in Isaiah's hands?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's exactly why at this point we are wrapping this up because this is getting ridiculous.
We had a quota to fill at least 30 minutes, and Isaiah has done that for us.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Exactly.
I'm so glad I
Sorry.
brought my computer outside.
Yeah, that was probably for the best. All right, everyone. So it's like, hey, that's it for our Walking Dead discussion for this week. You can go ahead and like this video if you like what we're doing here. Don't forget to subscribe to us, youtube.com/Geeks of the Round. Of course, we invite you all to also join the Geeks of the Round community. You will find the link for that down in the description for this video underneath that like button. My name is Deanna Jackson from everyone out here on the panel. We will see you next week for the mid-season finale.